Welcome back to the Wasteland. This video is a part of my KCON 22 LA prep. It's my first time going to KCON LA and I'm really excited. But there are about 17 groups that are going, and many of them, I have no idea who they are. So, to help familiarize myself with them, I'm going to be watching guides, their debut MV, their most recent MV, and their most viewed MV. This way, I'll have a better understanding of who they are and what they're all about, so that when I go to the concert, I'll be able to cheer all of them on. Thanks for watching this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It greatly helps out the channel, and I really appreciate it. Now, on to the reaction. This is my reaction to Enhypen Paradox Invasion. Enhypen's Paradox Invasion is their most recent MV. This came out July 20th, 2022. I'm excited to see where the journey has taken the boys, if they're still doing the vampire concept. When I look at the title, Paradox Invasion, I think a paradox is when you are presenting something that's contradictory, but it turns out to be true, and the way that this is spelt, it's spelt with 3 X's on paradox. And when I think of the 3 X's together, I think of baseball, a strikeout, and so maybe Paradox Invasion is presenting ideas constantly until we strike out the opposition. But let's jump into Enhypen Paradox Invasion. Interesting setting. We're out here kind of in a classroom, but at a construction site on a truck. Already from this beginning, I'm getting ideas. So we're like in a classroom, the structured classroom, learning maybe what the world wants us to learn. Construction being maybe we're going to reshape and rebuild society or the thoughts that govern society. These guys are so into it. I love it.
We're back.
Oh, this is a different sound. The X is throwing up on the screen. All of these lyrics, they're kind of talking about stay in your place, stay in your box, right? Don't cross the line. When will you grow up? You know, you're such a kid with your thinking, or you're such, you know, when will you live the way you're supposed to live? I feel is what the world is trying to say to you when you're trying to be who you are, you're trying to live your life. Logic is outdated. Who's shaming who? Sometimes I think people live in the past. They live in a set way of life, like whether it's tradition or it's just the way things have always been done. You know, we can't change now. This is the way it's always worked when we're not looking at, you know, other possibilities. Like in the game of chess, there are many ways to win. There's just not one set way. There are many ways to get the checkmate. But if you play the same way all the time and you don't explore other options, then there really is never any growth. And maybe the shaming part comes in when people start making other moves in their life. And other people are like, whoa, 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 buddy, you can't do that. That's not the way it's always been done. You gotta follow protocol. And I love the imagery there where they have the mannequin head fall down. Like, you're so outdated. You're machinery. You are like an inanimate object because you do the same thing all the time. You're not really living life. Choreography is awesome so far, very energetic, loving the facial expressions. They are switching up their fashion, and I feel like this is switching up fashion is in part of going against the grain. these tickers on the side, Paradox Invasion, Kill the Past, Rule Breaker. I think it's very much about, changing the system. The lyrics are all about how the world is filled with opposing thoughts and ideas, and the way that you think isn't necessarily the best way. And that's why I'm going to invade you with paradoxes until you see that and break apart your thoughts. Ooh. I love the dance. The lyrics back in the days, throw it away. Get rid of your archaic thinking, your archaic ways. I have something new and fresh, this paradox, and it's going to blow your mind. I dream in the color paradox. Call me the Paradox Invader. Because I'm going to have all these, what seem to you are wrong, conflicting ideas, but they're paradoxes. So they're actually kind of true. You just don't want to see the truth in it. The ideas I'm presenting, it's not disorder. It's just the logic of the new world. Again, what is logic and illogical? You say it's maybe based in truth, but whose truth? It almost reminds me kind of Brave New World, in a sense that, we all have this function that we are just supposed to do and we shouldn't deviate from it. Got the caution tape around them because they're dangerous for their thinking. I know that the roadmap of my life is going to have twists and turns, and I might crash and burn, but that is my life and my decision to choose. That's for me to decide. I like how we have this into like paper and we're like crumpling it up. It's the thoughts of the past, the logic of the past, the stories that are centuries old. They don't necessarily apply to today's standards, to today's ways of life. We should learn from the past, but we shouldn't necessarily live in it. Hey, vocals. Crashing into the paradox. We're spreading our ideas on social media. You guys are so cool. I love their swag. I love their dancing. The dancing is just so impressive to me. Come and follow us. The scene with the laundromat also makes me think about, we're washing our clothes to be clean, right? So maybe our clothes are covered in the filth of the archaic thoughts, the thoughts of the past, traditions of old. And we are trying to wash ourselves clean of it so that we can move forward with new thoughts, these paradox invasion thoughts. So that was Enhypen Paradox Invasion. I'm impressed with all of their MVs. They have made me think about the message. They look good, they dance well. The cinematography is amazing. I just enjoy how they make me think. Like, I'm still thinking about everything I've seen and trying to make connections. But that's going to do it for Enhypen Paradox Invasion. Let me know what you thought of the MV in the comments. Thanks for being here. See you next time. Take care.